They follow rings, they stick to script, bitch. It's all us. Niggas lie and niggas tell what? Don't trust that fake. Don't trust that nigga tryna cut me. Like chop that snake. Got rings across my chest. Wigger rings across my hat. Another script for my logo. These queen bees on my promo. I'm .com, you .nothing. When these little wiggas gon' stop frontin'? I'm the chef that they tryna bees, and they clearly lack the recipes. Y'all ain't real, y'all knockoffs. One by one, y'all getting knocked off. I'm sitting back, I'm cool as fuck. I'm with my one getting topped off. That's B.I.G. RP to these bozos. Lord knows I honor hoes. I kept it straight, but these snakes be doing it homo. Hilltop, West End. These bitches won't fuck. They follow rings, they stick to script, bitch. It's all us. Niggas lie and niggas tell what? Don't trust that fake. Don't trust that nigga tryna cut me. Like chop that snake. Chop that snake. Chop that snake. Bitch nigga tryna cut me. Like chop that snake. Chop that snake. Chop that snake. Bitch nigga tryna cut me. Got my Eldridge cleaver. My mind's a Marcus Garvey. I should enterprise this beef. Sell it all to Harveys. No stripes, but I got rings on 20 chicks, call them hot wings. Two of my goons that plot things. Yeah, bitch, that soft things. You hella hating, I'm elevating. I'm moving up with the gas price. You wigs fuck stuck in the trap. I'm rhyming y'all last rights. Now that's B.I.G. RP to these bozos. Lord knows I honor hoes. I kept straight, but these snakes be doing it homo. Hilltop, West End. These bitches won't fuck. They follow rings, they stick to script, bitch. It's all us. Niggas lie and niggas tell what? Don't trust that fake. Don't trust that nigga tryna cut me. Like chop that snake. Chop that snake. Chop that snake. Bitch nigga tryna cut me. Like chop that snake. Chop that snake. Chop that snake. Bitch nigga tryna cut me.
Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated Oddfella. You know what I mean? We going throwback with it. You know what I mean? That's about what shit. 8-9 years ago, I dropped that track. You know what I mean? Chop that snake. That's some real shit. You know what I mean? That's some real shit. Everything I said in that in those bars, a real life. You know what I mean? But this is what it is. You know what I mean? Welcome to the War Room. This is the War Report. You know what I mean? We got it rolled up. We puffing it up right now. This is the wake and bake session. You know, dig. I got my brother with me from the usual suspects. Big up to Jab Jamboree, Act Reacher 45 in the War Room with us as well. You know what I mean? Before I get you to say anything, Act Reacher, let me play your intro.
Yeah, I'm on my New York shit. I rep the Giants, Jets, New York Knicks.
That's what's up, Act Reacher 45. Say what up to the people.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Glad to be here with my brother Jay Steels in this morning. Ain't waking and baking, just drinking some orange juice. But salute to my bro for sending me the link anyway. You know, I like to build on these boxing conversations and things like that. Shout out to the usual suspects, the mighty LDBC, and of course the full Berserker clan. Y'all make sure y'all check us out on Boxing Night Court tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cali Enigma and Oddfella is gonna be a good one. And yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all get at me on Twitter and Instagram, Berserker_boy BOI, man.
Indeed. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Big up to the rest of the usual suspects. 503 Line, Stay Ready Boxing TV, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk, KG. Y'all know what it is. Um, Earlier on, there was Kano Local Sports was on earlier, you know what I mean? Salute to Mr. Gumbo. You know what I mean? He said you're gonna have to cook Kano Local. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? We gonna build on that. We gonna build on that, you know what I mean? So I'll preface it with this. Yeah, I was earlier on, I was over there with Kano Loco, and I was up in the chat and he was speaking on of course he was speaking on the whole Wilder situation, how he had no involvement with taking down the video, uh, as well as speaking on Tank Davis. You know what I mean? Cool. Singing Tank Davis's praises. You know what I mean? Cool. You know what I mean? Tank Davis deserves a lot of notoriety and a lot of praise. You know what I mean? But I won't go as far as praise him to the point where I will blindly say that he beats Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? I won't go as far as to say he's top five pound for pound uh uh on the pound for pound list because he has beaten a Reggie a B minus class opponent and Mario's Barrios, who hasn't faced another top 10 140 pounder himself, but all of a sudden we gonna put Tank Davis up you know what I mean, up there in the pound for pound list and have him easily beating Josh Taylor. We gonna speak on that later. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to get that out to just to give you some foundation of what the program what we gonna be talking about on the program today. But as well, we need to get our picks. We need to get our official picks. You know what I mean? Usual suspect things. We are picking for these boxing matches. We didn't get to do it yesterday over on bullshit on
Stills, we did though on my channel, but everybody wasn't there.
yeah, everybody wasn't there, you know what I mean? Um but yeah, so we gonna redo these picks. I mean, we had a short it's a short schedule. It's a short schedule for Saturday. I mean, we got two fights. We got two fights. We got Michelle Rivera and against John Fernandez, a Spanish opponent with a blowing up record, 21-1. I mentioned last night on your program that is one loss comes to Oshaki Foster, who Oshaki Foster washed this guy. So uh yeah, I don't think he has much chance of doing anything with Michelle Rivera. As well as we got to fight, of course, the very controversial Curious Colbert, which I like to call him. Some of y'all might call him Lil CC, but his real government name is Christopher Colbert. You know what I mean? And he's getting back into the ring once again tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but tonight. You know what I mean? Over in Cali, the outdoor stadium against what's his face, Lil Tugstot Nyambayar. He's making his initial or his introductory into the 130 division. Lil Tug is from he's previously fought at 126. But looking at the weigh-in, which was something we need to kind of talk on, you know what I mean? Since you're a boxer, about to be a professional boxer, you could speak on definitely the effects of not coming or missing weight. But the size difference, there wasn't any size difference. You know what I mean? Lil Tug looked like the same height as Christopher Colbert. And I mean, there's a 4 pound difference in the weight division. Once again, I'm gonna have to rely on you, Ak Reacher. Is that a big difference? Is there a big difference between 126 and 130?
Of course, there's a difference with each, weight class because then the speed and the power translating and things like that, and then sometimes you moving up, maybe your power doesn't carry as much, and then also the tactics in the fight, being bigger than a person and smaller than a person is an advantage or a disadvantage depending on the tactics in the fight. So it all depends on how they salute to Mr. Gumbo. You know what I mean? All depends on how the stylistic clash matches up. You know, because it could be one of those situations where King Tug is really fast. He's faster than Lil B Hop is used, even though B Hop is really fast. But then again, it could be the fact that Lil B Hop is bigger. He's a big 130 pounder. He said he walk around at like 155, which is, you know, kind of big. He around my height. He's like what, 5'8". I'm 5'7" ish. You know what I mean? So yeah, so he walk around really big. You know what I mean? I didn't think, as far as the height, I didn't see a big difference with that. I was a little shocked that Lil B Hop missed weight, especially since he wanted to critique everybody. You know, so I will have to give him a lashing for that and bang the gavel on him on that. You don't talk Cajun to motherfuckers and then miss the weight. That's for one. You gotta be pinpoint perfect. Even in this King Tug fight, if you don't knock him out, we gotta snap on you. We got to. We gotta snap on you, because you were sitting here critiquing Earl and Wilder. You know how that go, bro. You're gonna get it right back. You a Brooklyn nigga, so you should be used to that. You know what I mean? The fire getting dished back to you. So I'm gonna keep it real, bro. He gotta be, basically, even if it's sloppy, like he usually is when he gets on the inside, because he fight beautiful on the outside. On the inside, it look real bad. Sometimes he smother his work and stuff like that. But see, like, for him to call himself Lil B Hop, you gotta fight better on the inside, bro. I'm not going front, bro. I'm just keeping it real, and I'm not trying to get at you, but you kind of got to get a little taste of your own medicine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say that none of the stuff that he wasn't saying, you know what I mean, he shouldn't have said or anything like that, because honestly, at the end of the day, I'm one of them people that believe that you're allowed to get critiqued. It don't matter if it's Wilder. It don't matter if it's Earl Spence. I really don't give a good goddamn who like it or who don't like it, bro. I'm going to always talk about every single boxer, because when I turn professional, I'm going to continue to say that to y'all. Everybody going to have something to say about me. So I might as well get used to talking about other boxers. Just the same way they going to be talking about me and every other boxer. It ain't just me. They talk about every other boxer. So and you can't be mad if a person is not necessarily going with a particular fight. As long as I'm going with Wilder, and all the people that always supported Wilder go with Wilder, it don't matter. As far as all of the allegations and stuff like that, you know, like I said, bro, that's the only part that I disagree with him with. As far as his picks, if he want to pick Fury, who gives a flying fuck? He shouldn't be prosecuted or his head put on the chopping block because he picked him. Now, when he start talking about it was excuses and there's no underhandness, you know what I mean, like that never went down in boxing, I think that he sounded very ignorant being a boxer.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
You're out of pocket with that. Yeah, definitely.
Bro, I have my nephew over here. My scrap was watching Batman the animated series. You want to know what was happening in that episode? It was a fixed boxing match. Come on, bro. It's all over everywhere. Then I told y'all about the Incredible Hulk with a young John Witherspoon when he played a trainer. You know what I mean? To a boxer. You know what I mean? Like, and they put something in the water. And I forgot what they put in the water, but it basically like diminished his stamina. I forgot what they had put in the water. So little stuff like that that the script writer wrote it was probably based on, shoot, he could have had an uncle that was a boxer.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A lot of these script writers that put stuff like that in there, they be having people in the family that's boxers and stuff. You know what I mean? Where I got my freaking tire at, my farm tire that I be flipping and hitting the slush. And the dude only gave me the tire because his dad was a boxer. I was like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? He's like, what you need the tire for? Old black dude questioning him. You know what I mean? So stuff like that just connects the sport with outside endeavors and stuff like that. And my whole thing is this: Chris Colberg sounded like a nut ass nigga in my Philly voice. You know what I mean? For saying that, bro. Like, you
You
know what I
did.
mean? Of course there's possibly underhanded cheating. Dudes will do anything, but dudes is not trying to take a loss in this era. So you don't think I will believe that somebody will put something in they drink to make them stronger, or put something in my drink to make me weaker to try to get an advantage? Come on, bro. It's that type of come on, bro. And then you was on the verge of fighting Oshaki Foster before you landed this fight, and look what happened in one of his fights. He had to check the pattern with what was his name? Daniel
In
Roman
in that last fight, that
on the
Oshaki.
Freddie Roach, on the Freddie Roach card. So you sound crazy and outlandish. You definitely gotta apologize for that part. Now, as far as who is you gonna pick, you know what I mean? We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna say it now. The judge of all judges, a nigga that's actually in the sport, not just talking. You know what I'm saying? That really breaking his body down for the LDBC. So I got a right to talk. You know what I mean? For my people and everybody that I love. You know what
Preach,
I'm
brother.
saying? You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. Running 60 minutes. You can check the watch. You can catch the Samsung Help app. I'm like the top dude on there. But anyway, like, I just feel like if somebody goes against another fighter in the fight, what the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Regardless if you're in the community or not, there's people that ain't even in the LDBC that's picking Wilder and that love Wilder and ride for Wilder. And then there's people that's not. And then there's certain people that's in the LDBC that's up in the air that don't know. I done heard it. So, like I said, bro, I just don't think that if a person's picking against a particular fighter, that they should be prosecuted. Now, when you start talking about, like, you know what I mean, personal stuff like the excuses and, you could do that with an MX Everlast glove. Yeah, it is real easy because it's made out of pattern and horsehair. So it is real easy to manipulate the glove and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you saying that all of that stuff is impossible and things like that, like that part I don't agree with. But him picking against Earl and Wilder, I mean, that's his business. That's his fucking business. If he want to pick against him, oh well, he'll just be another nigga that's wrong. I wish that he came over here and try to get on the on the board with us and see where he really at with his picks and how he breaks down fights and stuff like that. Because other than that, all of that shit don't count. You could pick 1 or 2 fights, and a lot of these boxers sometimes be wrong, and then sometimes they be right. He said that he was never picking Wilder. He didn't even pick him in the first fight. So I don't think that Lil B-Hop should lose fans because he went against Wilder. As long as we're picking Wilder, who gives a fuck? As long as you pick the right man, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? And as far as him picking against Earl, that's, like I said, that's his business. We can't go against him because he picked against Earl. That's his business. There's probably fights that we don't know about where Wilder and them picked against him, because I remember when Julian J. Rock Williams and Moore was fighting. I remember everybody had J. Rock. My boy Super Ugly, I wish he was in the chat right now. Super Ugly when was like, "What? You picking Moore?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm picking Moore." Because I already had like the Charlos body. You know what I'm saying? And I remember like my boy Super Ugly, he picked again, and Deontay Wilder picked J Rock too. And you want to know the crazy part about that? I bring that up to say this. Jamal Charlo is a huge, maybe not Jamel, but Jamal Charlo is a huge fan of Deontay Wilder. If you go back and check the old fights, he's at a lot of his fights and stuff like that. Like, yo, I want to get a knockout like that. And da-da-da. Wilder is very influential in his career. Maul Charlo loves Wilder. And I remember a reporter brought that up to him. Like, you know that in the J-Rock fight that Wilder picked against you? He's like, oh, he did? Like, he was surprised. This around the time he ran into Danny Jacobs, around that time. I don't remember if it was before or after. It was around that time though. And he was surprised that Wilder, you know what I mean, because he always riding with Wilder, was always at Wilder's fights before the pandemic, you know what I mean, hit and all of that. So, like I said, bro, we can't. So was Wilder wrong when he picked, even if it was back then, because that's when the Charlo wave was really starting. Was Wilder wrong when he went against Maul and picked J Rock?
I mean, J Rock's still part of the same stable in a sense.
He is part of the same stable. See, that's my thing. I thought that it wasn't the stable. I thought if I thought that it was just black fighters. And even though it's
So
a black on black,
there
even though
wasn't
that it's
really
a
a
black
wrong
on
pick
black,
to make in that pick.
but I'm saying my
sense.
thing is this. You know how we all got our staple fighters.
Yeah.
Maul is a staple fighter. J Rock isn't a staple fighter. He's just the African American fighter who we have to support.
Yeah, you right about that.
You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Earl's a staple fighter, Wilder's a staple fighter, Maul and Mel is a staple fighter. You know what I'm saying? So when you go against that staple fighter, we got to keep the same energy. We got to be mad at everybody, even if we like another fighter. That's just my whole thing, man. I just see a lot of unfairness with certain stuff, and I ain't really jacking it, bro. I still love everybody. I'm still riding on everybody, but I ain't going front. I'm not really with the shit. If somebody want to pick against somebody, who cares? As long as you pick the right man, who cares? They ain't in the prize money in this contest for our scoreboard. So who cares? That's how you know they picks don't matter, because they ain't even trying to do a weekly pick on each fight and break them down. You know what I mean? They just getting the camera put in front of them and stating their opinion. So you definitely shouldn't care. A lot of these boxers don't even really be watching boxing like that. They watch every other fight or like every 2 months worth of fights. And then you got some dudes that really is fans that really watch the fight every day. It just go both ways. My thing is this, man. If somebody picks against somebody that's a staple fighter, I do not believe that they should be prosecuted. I'm making that law.
Indeed.
I'm making that law, and niggas could like it or not like it. Niggas could come talk to me. Niggas could throw on the gloves with me. We could do whatever. Y'all know I don't care. I never did. You know what I'm saying? So take it how you want to take it. If somebody, as long as you not picking against that person, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I'm not going to be mad at a fighter and not watch they fight. That sounds mad groupie-ish, bro. And in New York, we care about that type of shit. You riding a nigga, riding another man and stuff. It can't be like that. You gotta calm down, bro. It look crazy. It look crazy. No freaky.
Well,
No
let me
freaky.
get up in this chat real quick. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna get your official pick for both of these fights once again. But while I do that, Supreme Beast is in the chat talking about, man, fuck them picks and that monkey. You know what I mean? We got Underground Asylum up in the building. Salute to you, my brother. We got Jamil Allen, aka Jellybean 4280, says salute, fam. Salute to you. You know what I mean? Mr. Gumbo says facts 100. You know what I mean? Salute to Mr. Gumbo. We got Junior the Truth in the building. Salute, family. Salute. Make sure y'all go check out the Black Gentleman Grooming Company. You know what I mean? Get yourself smelling nice for the ladies and whatnot. Felix Nunez is in the building. He says, morning, grand rising to you, brother. You know what I mean? Junior the Truth laughing. Supreme Beast says, I can't get mad at anything anybody say, but I do have the choice not to cover it. 100. You know what I mean? Junior Truth says, I don't want to spar or put on gloves though. No smoke. Junior Truth got no smoke for you, Act. He got no smoke for you, Act. Now, let me get your official picks. Let me get your official picks and how you think the main event's gonna play out. I don't know if you know too much about Michelle Rivera and John Fernandez. I don't, so I can't even like give you the lowdown of how that fight's gonna play out. But as far as I know, you know Lil Tug, and I know you know Lil B Hop. How you feel this fight's gonna break down? You're on mute.
My fault. Was you my fault. What was the
Yeah.
question?
No, I said how you feel this fight's gonna break down between Lil Tug and Lil B Hop.
Well, I feel like it's a good match, man. I just don't know. See, I wish King Tug would have fought at 130 already. That's my whole thing. I just wish King Tug, because I gotta go with Lil B Hop, even though he missed the weight. He came back on the second attempt. Salute to Lil B Hop. He came in at 130. I knew he would make it because he only was only a couple ounces of shit over. But I feel like Lil B Hop. I feel like Lil B Hop. If he don't beat him up bad, I can see Lil B Hop stopping him. I ain't go for. I want to get an exact round. I want to get an exact round for double points, but I don't. Ah, man, I don't know. I mean, I go with Lil B Hop a ninth round stoppage. I think that Lil B Hop is going to do what he normally do. He gonna start off right-handed, maybe switch lefty, see how that work for him. Maybe go back conventional after that, work on the outside, and then maybe once the fight starts getting heated, maybe the middle. I could see him trying to do that sloppy inside fighting that he does. I go for it. You're gonna have to go to Texas, bro. You're gonna have to go to Texas, man, and work on that. You're gonna have to work on that. That's one thing Texas fighters will be able to teach your ass how to fight on the inside. I don't really like how Lil B Hop. He could do it, but it's not on no Midwest or no, you know what I mean? That's why I gotta give Midwest and down south. Like you see how Floyd don't even get credit, but that motherfucker could fight on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like AB is even all right on the inside.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. You're right. My pick.
Yeah, I agree with that, Shade Girl. That's what I said. Like him saying, like, I'm not mad at the pick. That's my whole thing too. It's just out of the extra stuff that's what I disagree with too. Like there can't be no cheating and he's making excuses and stuff like that. That part I ain't agree with. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Steve.
Indeed, Shade Girl 85 in the building. Salute, Queen. She says, I have no problem with people picking against a fighter I like. It's the extra disrespect that makes me mad. Little Curious Chris can eat one for all I care. You know what I mean? My pick for this fight, Lil Tug against Lil B Hop. Once again, I'm gonna reiterate, I didn't like the fact that Chris Colbert gave his belt, not a real belt, interim belt at that, but gave his possession over to King Tug to hold. You know what I mean? I think that's a cardinal sin in boxing, not to give your possessions up, give your belts up, and let another man touch it. You know what I mean? Because that's a misnomer for what's going to happen in the future. Your belts are going to be given to somebody else. So with that cardinal sin that was broken, the amount of shit that's been going on during fight week with Chris Colbert, whether you want to say it's extra notoriety from, I think it might be taxing him and draining him in a negative influence. This will possibly play out in the ring. Maybe the underestimation of King Tug, Nayam Bayar, being coming up from a smaller weight class. He don't respect the power, the punching power. He don't respect the pedigree of King Tug, because all he says he's just a little guy. He's just a little guy, but he has a motherfucking silver medal. What do you got? You totally discrediting the man's pedigree, totally discrediting the man's experience. He fought Gary Russell Jr. a year back, and it wasn't a total wash. Like Gary Russell had to be on point to get that victory. And then I mean, so
Stills, what did Gary Russell say after that? King Tug will be a champion. What did he say?
Well, he might be an interim champion tonight. Because I'm picking him. I'm picking King
What?
Tug to beat motherfucking Christopher Colbert. You know what I mean? I told you, I don't like when motherfuckers give up their belts to the other fighter, whether it's friendly or not. That's a misnomer. We saw that with AJ in AJ in New York. We saw that with AJ being all friendly with
What was that at
motherfucking
the
Andy
weigh-in?
Ruiz
That was at
at
the
the
weigh-in.
at the weigh-in with Andy Ruiz, letting him pose up with the 3 belts. What happened? The night after, Andy Ruiz got them 3 belts.
You think
So
that's bad luck?
I think that's bad luck. I think that's a cardinal sin. You know what I mean? And once again, the accumulation of all this negativity, you know what I mean, that's surrounding Christopher Colbert. I think it might wear on him. Add the fact that he's not totally respecting King Tug and what he brings to the table. Yeah, he's a smaller opponent going into a new weight class, but this man has a pedigree. You know what I mean? That's fought all different type of styles in the amateurs and the Olympics and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm not totally fucking secure with this pick, but I'm gonna go on a limb and pick King Tug Nyan Bayard to upset Christopher Colbert, because I don't think is Colbert's head's where it needs to be at. You know what I mean? And once again, that's a tall tale sign when you come into the weigh-in and you off weight. You got all this fucking spice. You talking to all these other niggas, but you can't even come in on weight for your damn self. Nah, bro. I'm picking King Tug. That's my pick. You know what I mean? Big up everybody in the chat. We got Supreme Beast Boxing Top. We got Underground Sound. We got Junior the Truth. We got Tay Tay Brown, the Queen from the Strong Island. Yes, indeed. Good morning, fellas. You know what I mean? Junior the Truth says, ride hard. I mean, yeah, we riding on these fools today. You know what I mean? And we gonna continue to ride, because I want to talk about this this whole Tank Davis situation, bro. You know what I mean? If I may. I want to talk about this whole Tank Davis situation, if I may, because let's go. Y'all can call me the Tank Davis hater just because I don't think he top 5 pound for pound right in his out. You know what I mean? You can call me a Tank Davis hater just because I recognize the dude has a liking or a propensity for Reggie belts instead of going for the real champions, instead of going for them super champions, instead of going for undisputed. You got a high level team that's all about strategic ducking. You know what I mean? As soon as the inkling of, hey, would you fight Taylor at 140? You had a clever team already dispel that notion, and it was like, you know what? Taylor don't bring nothing to the table. Taylor don't bring nothing to the table. Or I mean, 4 belts is nothing to bring to the table. I mean, the Muhammad Ali trophy ain't nothing to bring to the table, I guess, Leonard Ellaby. Let's go back into the stable of B-level fighters like Isak Cruz and shit. You know what I mean? And up and coming 135s and 140s. And let's continue to feed and season Tank up. You know what I mean? And continue to feed the public that this is the top guy when he ain't fought no fucking top guys in the fucking division yet. But niggas want to sit here up in Kano Loco's motherfucking chat, and Kano Loco himself trying to sit here and tell me that Tank can wash Taylor. When do we ever respect the opposition and the accolades and the experiences of these other fighters? Because Tank hasn't received the type of experiences and fought the level of opposition that Josh Taylor is. But I'm crazy. I don't know my boxing. Ack, what do you think about this, bro? Let me calm down.
You got a Zen, brother. Listen to that, them Native American flutes, that shematic shit. But I agree with you. I don't know if Tank is necessarily pound for pound yet, but I think that Josh Taylor fight Man, that would be a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm be honest, and y'all know I always be picking Tank. I don't know if Tank win that fight. I don't know if Tank win that fight. I would pick him, and I would want him to win, but I don't know if he win that fight. I ain't gonna front. Josh Taylor showed me a lot, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. Josh Taylor showed me a lot. He showed me a lot, bro. Like, I done seen him in the World Series of boxing. He beat my boy Ryan Martin. I remember Ryan Martin fought my boy from upstate, Pee Wee Cruz. And I always thought Ryan Martin was good. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real
But
talk.
they said, but they want to say, well, where's the black athletic fighters that Josh Taylor's fought?
He fought Ryan Martin was one of them.
Okay.
And Ryan Martin was beating niggas, beating the fuck out of niggas on the come up.
Name me another light-skinned nigga that he don't fight. Oh, okay. I'll name him. Regis Prograis.
And that was a tooth and nail fight. And he had a messed up eye, and he I gotta give him credit, bro. Like, I ain't gonna front, he ain't soft, bro. Did
he bend the knee to the queen that night?
Nah, he didn't, man. He fought with a messed up eye, just like I seen Maul do that a few weeks ago, just like I seen Inoue do in his World Series of Boxing Challenge. I respect dudes like that because it's real easy to quit off of that eye shit, especially nowadays.
Let's even take it back before the motherfucking World Series of Boxing, nigga. Because niggas was high up on what's his face from the UK, little black athletic UK fighter. What's his name? O'Hara Davies. Long arm motherfucker. You know what I mean? Had nice jab, decent speed, good punching power. What did Josh Taylor do to O'Hara Davies? And where is O'Hara Davies right now? Ain't nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I ain't even going front, man. I ain't hear from that man. Yeah, he good as gone, like the ancestors.
There you go. But Taylor ain't got no chance against Tank. A man that's only had one fight at 140. You know what I mean? Who had one fight against Barrios, who ain't but fought maybe two good guys at 140, but they weren't top 10 contenders. All I'm saying is Tank needs to prove himself against better opposition before I put him up there in the top 5 pound for pound, before I put him up there beating a guy like Josh Taylor. Because Josh Taylor's proven to me, he's proven to beat all different type of styles, whether it's the athletic African-American, whether it's the athletic black UK black Brit, whether it's the steroided up motherfucking Russian that in Ivan Branchek, because that nigga look roided up. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You look roided up to me, but he got the job done against him. Where are those type of opponents on Tank's resume, bro? For me to believe that Tank's just gonna get up in there with the Tartan Tornado and knock him out. I ain't never seen Taylor hurt before. Never seen him hurt. But he gonna get knocked out by Tank Davis. Come on, man. You gotta bring more ammo for me. You gotta have more logic than that when you talking about Tank beating these guys at 140, especially guys like Taylor. It's arguable. I mean, I got him beating Jose Ramirez, yes. To me, it's a damn near 50-50 fight with him and Regis Prograis. But why aren't these fights being made? You done came up to 140, you took Barrios' little Reggie belt, ran Barrios to 147. Now what you doing? What you doing?
Yeah, I go for. I don't like that.
What you doing? The next top, the latest reports is Ryan Garcia. Huh? Where are those reports emanating from? From Team Tank, Floyd Joy Mayweather, and Nostrils. This is what they feeding us, my niggas. Fast food. We want proper nourishment up in this bitch. I'm getting old, man. My diet needs to be proper. You know what I mean? Counter Local says accolades don't win you fights.
Mm.
But if you win fights, you get in the big fights. If you win them, you get accolades. So what big fights have Tank been in lately? You calling this Reggie fight a big fight? It was. It was a big spectacle. It was a big event. Salute to all the brothers that went down there to the ATL. You know what I mean? The 14, 15,000 that was up in the State Farm Arena.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I'll give you that. But we talking boxing now. I ain't talking on the business side of shit. Niggas. I need to see real boxing matches. I'm not getting paid for. I'm not getting no vanilla envelopes over here that ain't crossing the borders no more. I'm not getting no payola, my niggas. I need to see the real fights.
Yeah, they won't let us in Canada, man. We can't give you no vanilla envelopes no more, chill.
Nah, man. They checking that at the border. They say, yo, this shit got COVID on it. Nah, bro, we can't take that risk. You know what I mean? So, yo, I got no allegiances to nothing except the motherfucking LDBC. And last time I checked, Tank ain't got no LDBC motherfucking branding on his trunks or nothing like that.
Mm.
So it's fair game to me, my niggas. It's fair game. You know what I mean? So let's be real with it. Let's be real with it and give the guys that have grinded, you know what I mean, went through the gauntlet. This nigga ain't went through no gauntlet yet, and we about to give him the keys to the whole fucking sport. But we gonna shit on Josh Taylor because maybe he ain't the shade the right complexion. Nah, I'm a salute accolades, my niggas. Love me or hate me, but I'm your favorite yet your most hated Oddfella for a reason. Huh? But yeah, let's move on. Let's move on from this. And I'm thinking, yo, Act. I mean, we got.
Let me just say those Steels. Let me just say, I do think that I do like, you know, before we end the Tank thing. I like I said, I could see where people, you know, could see Tank star power and stuff like that. But I understand the place where you coming from. You separating like the actual legacy of the whole thing. So let's not misinterpret what he's saying. You know, he's talking about as far as the legacy quality of, you know, a fighter and the path he takes. I'm not saying that certain things that Tank did, like this one move up to 140, I think it was way more dangerous than the last fight. The last fight wasn't even dangerous to me. This fight was more dangerous. He was bigger, and he was at a weight class that he had never been, and that he was unsure of. My thing is this: if we're gonna keep everything Floyd Mayweather on the PBC side and stuff like that, we shouldn't even be hearing about Ryan Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't even be hearing about Ryan Garcia. Like, and another thing, I feel like now Tank is going to play around between 35 and 40 now. And we don't want to see Isaac Cruz. Why do we have to see it? No shade on my Spanish fighters. You know, I got Spanish in me. My dad's side, like, come on, bro. Like, I don't want to see this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep it real, bro. It kind of seemed like kind of racist. In a way, like you only want to beat up on Spanish brothers. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what happened to anybody could get the smoke? And I know it's probably not Tank. We don't know in the background because it looked like Tank did want to say something at the press conference. It looked like he did want to say something because he didn't even look that happy after the Barrios win like that to me. Like when he was back, after he got done with the post-fight press conference and all of that, and he was talking to Ellie, and he was zipping up his bag or whatever. He wasn't even smiling like that. He didn't even look happy like that. Normally, after a big win like that, you'd be happy because he knew what the fans was going to be saying.
You knew he couldn't say nothing, bitch.
Yeah, he didn't even say nothing. Yo, if you go back and watch Ellie,
Floyd's gonna talk for him, bro.
Like, he ain't even look happy like that. He's zipping up his bag, putting his stuff in there. Like, his people's waiting for him. He talking to him and shit. He ain't even happy like that, bro. Because he know, like, damn, like a Lomachenko fight, like, I'll let Tio get that fight. And damn, look, he won. You know what I mean? It's like all of these big fights, you know what I mean? The Devin fight would be the biggest fight for him because of the storyline and all of that. But, you know, they just want to keep fighting Hispanic fighters and keep doing this, man. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like. I ain't gonna front. I'm not buying nothing else. Like, I've been trying to be a loyal brother and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna front. I'm not buying nothing else, bro. I ain't gonna front, man, because honestly, you can't really put the man, even through what he did, you can't really put him on the pound for pound list because we still got to see him against different type of style fighters. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's fighting the same type of style fighters. Like Leo Santa Cruz and Marius Barrios damn near did the same thing. Swear to God. It was like that. Like, I'm just keeping it real, bro. I just want him to give the people more substance. I just want him to Cano Loco's my brother, my Puerto Rico. I just want him to stand his ground the Florida way, feet first. That's all I got to say on that.
Indeed. Michael James 616 says, I haven't been hearing people shit on Taylor. I've been hearing he'll lose. Though, but I haven't heard people bad mouthing him just because of Tank's win. You got to hear it a little bit harder now because I've been hearing it. Little circles.
I ain't gonna lie, your joint is going a little fast on me. Stills, like your mic is bugging out. I'm sorry.
Is it?
How am I sounding in the
chat?
Now you good.
How am I sounding in the chat? Please press 3. You know what I mean? No. Yo, let's move on to some other shit. You know what I mean? Cause y'all know what it is. I'm your favorite yet your most hated prosecutor / defender and shit. And we got Judge Galvatron inside the war room and whatnot. And we got a case tomorrow. We got Effie Apoche and whatnot. So we're about indicting these fighters, you know what I mean, and getting the truth for these fighters, as well as indicting these networks, sanctioning bodies. We ran through the sanctioning bodies, you know what I mean, right down to the Ring Magazine, right down to the Lineal Championship, you know what I mean. All these belts, sanctioning bodies got, you know what I mean, they got indicted, and we brought them to trial. I think one thing that we haven't gotten to are some of these so-called old media boxing publications. You know, dig? I think, in my estimation, some of these old media boxing publications need to be put on trial for their egregious actions of giving us false information. What do you say on that, Act Reacher? Do you think we should extend these indictments to some of these boxing websites, some of these boxing publications like ESPN, Boxing Scene, World Boxing News? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it's interesting. That's an interesting idea. I think that's an interesting. He said Eddie Hearn, Nike again. But anyway, I think definitely, I think that's a good idea. I think that's something we should incorporate in the future. You know what I mean? We should, you see how we did all of the sanctioning bodies. I guess we could go start attacking all of these media platforms. These old media platforms. Salute to Boss Mac.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Before we continue on with this, the indictments of these boxing media platforms, without further ado, Stay Ready Boxing TV is inside the war room. Salute, my brother. Tell the people where they can follow you at and what's good.
What's good, family, man? Y'all Google me. Stay Ready Boxing TV. But yeah, I'm in this thing, man. Appreciate y'all for sending out the link. Sorry I'm late. Yeah. What y'all got grooving?
You sound like you just woke up.
I did.
Indeed. Well, first we cooked on, we got updated on the picks because we ain't get your pick for Lil B Hop and King Tug,
Oh,
as well as the Michelle Rivera John Fernandez fight. So we need your official picks on that.
we didn't make no picks, huh?
Nah, we ain't. Well, yesterday we did.
I was on the whole show. I don't remember us making picks.
Well, we gonna do it today. And I made my pick. I made my pick. I'm picking King Tug to beat Christopher Colbert just because of the cardinal sin that Colbert did yesterday in the weigh-in, giving his belt to King Tug fully, a full handover. You know what I mean? So just for that, and all the goings on from this week, negative energy. I think he's going to be taxed and drained, and the air is right for upset, and little King Tug will King Tug is going to take it. But what's your take on the whole situation?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know. To be honest with you, I ain't thought about this fight one bit, not once. Like the negativity surrounding the fight, yeah, but I really just ain't thought about the fight. Um, Damn, and I had my people ask me to send in my picks. I ain't even sending my picks in my league either. Like I really ain't thought about this fight.
Mm. So you a boxing aficionado, stay ready. That ain't no excuse. You can make a
Facts.
pick. You can make a pick like
Facts.
that. So you're gonna have to make a pick on inside the war room. You know what I mean? Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Man, I gotta pick this motherfucker. I don't even want to. Man, give me Chris Colbert, dog. I don't even know. Majority decision.
Majority decision you got. All right. How about Michelle Rivera against this Spanish cat? 21-1, 18 KOs. John Fernandez.
Huh? That's interesting.
And let me give you this tidbit of information if you didn't know. His one loss, John Fernandez, one loss comes by the way of Oshaki Foster. Um,
Yeah,
decision victory, 8 rounds to 2.
I remember that fight. That's why I was sitting here like I don't know. That's interesting. It is interesting, dog. I'm not gonna to you.
Hmm.
I don't know. Damn. I'm gonna have to go Miguel for Rivera, but I'm over here like I don't know. So that's a good fight, bro. That's a good fight.
It is.
Wait, did you go with B Hop or Tug?
B Hop. I said
You
about
want to, yeah, you
Oh, okay. Okay.
majority.
Okay, majority. Okay.
All right, stay ready. Let me get your opinion on this. You know what I mean? We're gonna double back. You still got kind of local sports in the building. Salute to my brother down in Florida. You know what I mean? And he was cooking on a dope topic earlier this morning about Tank Davis and Josh Taylor. I was in the chat campaigning for Josh Taylor. Uh, so the words are pretty much that Tank washes Taylor. What is your whole sentiment on that? Who do you think will win this fight? Do you think Taylor or even at 140? Do you rate Javante Davis, even though I mean he don't even have a real belt at 140? Do you rate him higher than Taylor?
No, I'm not fit to do that. And I know we got our sentiments as boxing fans, and we got our favorite fighters. I like Tank too, but we can't do that. We can't. We're not for to sit here and
Talk, Mac. Talk.
or what Josh Taylor did at 140, and we saw, like we literally saw him fight. This ain't like Callum Smith. where you can barely name the motherfuckers Callum Smith and Yusuf Namath. And it's nothing
Don't
against
do
them guys.
that. Don't do
No,
that.
no, 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 no. It's nothing against those guys. I gotta keep it honest and 100, bro. It's real boxing fans who don't even know who George Groves is. But it's not their fault. It's the way they promoted and the way they're pushed out. But it's nobody in boxing who can't tell me who Regis Prograis and Jose Ramirez is. There's nobody. Nigga, I was sitting here telling everybody about Ivan Baranchyk for about a year or two before he fought Josh Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And how he did Anthony Yidget and more, and how he was just knocking out boys in the power that Ivan Baranchyk got. Like, I've been sitting here telling people about fighters like this for a long time. So when you look at the people that Josh Taylor actually went through to get to where he is right now, I'm not disregarding none of that. So anybody that think Tank is gonna walk through Josh Taylor, if Tank walks through Josh Taylor, then Tank is the best thing smoking in boxing. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
I agree.
I
agree. And I'm putting them high on my pound for pound list if you do that.
He gonna be number one on my pound for pound if he do that. Bro, if he beats
flowers for life, my nigga.
Yeah, if he beats a Josh fucking Taylor, it's nothing nobody can tell me about Tank. Nothing. But I'm not gonna just sit here and disregard what Josh Taylor did, and I'm sitting here looking at the body size and the type of boxing that Josh Taylor do. Josh Taylor ain't garbage. Matter of fact, I sat here when everybody was trying to be high on Jose Ramirez, and I said, I ain't picking no Jose. That bitch is a duck. Josh Taylor gonna walk through this motherfucker. Watch. I kept telling everybody Josh Taylor gonna walk through him because Jose ain't a dog. He did exactly what I expected him to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not for to sit here and say Tank is just for to run up in here and watch Josh Taylor. He gonna go through a war fucking with Josh Taylor. I don't give a damn if Tank can beat Josh Taylor. He's still gonna go through some kind of war.
Indeed. You know what I mean? And that's that. You know what I mean? Salute back go back up in the chat, you know what I mean? Affector Audio, you know what I mean? Salute, brother. He says I'm related to Wyatt Sanford, go Canada. I mean, big up, you know what I mean?
Big up.
No side in the building. You know what I mean? Now before you got on, we was just cooking on some other cases that we might bring to the table. Extend these indictments to these boxing publications.
Shit,
Like
that anyway. Like ESPN.
Yeah. Right. So what are some of the boxing publications that off the top of your head you would want to indict? Stay ready. Oh, he just dipped out. He'll be back in a second. But while he comes back, let's peruse through this through boxing scene and see what the headlines are. Because some of these headlines be whack sometimes. I come up on here and I'm like, really, what are these really? These stories are pretty much boxing propaganda and whatnot. So we see the lead here. We got Chris Colbert and Tugstad Nayam Bayar stats and stakes, whatever. You know what I mean? Moving down the Daily Mailbag. That ain't interesting. We got the another Colbert interview or article. No way I'm losing in Nayam Bayar. It's impossible. See, there goes another to what I was saying, another sediment to what I was saying before about I don't think Colbert respects Nayam Bayar, his pedigree. You know what I mean? We have another article down here where Roy Jones defends himself against Errol Spence criticism. I don't hate nobody. You know what I mean? Not too sure about what's going on with that and what Roy Jones said. Yep. Do you know what Roy Jones said about Errol Spence Jr.?
I don't remember. It was like a week or two ago. Excuse me. It was like a week or two ago, and I really don't. Yeah, click on it. Fuck it.
All right, let's click on it real quick and get up to date I'll read it out. This publication, this article was done by Sean Nam. So anybody, if anybody has no issues with this with this publication, this is the nigga that wrote the article, Sean Nam. Now it says Roy Jones doesn't understand why certain people accuse him of hating on the welterweight uh, champion Errol Spence. In the past, Hall of Famer boxer has criticized Spence, who holds the IBF WBC welterweight belts, for not pushing harder for the showdown with the WBO title holder and rival Terrence Bud Crawford. But that does not stem from any personal bias against Spence, says Jones, who only wants to see the so-called best prove their case inside the ring. It says, I love the state of boxing, but I keep getting accused of not liking Errol Spence, Jones told Brian Custer on a recent episode of the Last Stand podcast. He says, I really like Errol Spence. I think Errol Spence is a great talent, a great fighter. It's just that when you get two fighters to rise to the top, East and West, you want to see who the best. And the only problem I have is that he's the other top welterweight next to Terrence Crawford, who has probably proven himself a lot more than Errol has. So it's like I don't see the
Mac
big
is back.
dog
Mac is
fight.
back.
Oh
Mac
my
is
bad,
back.
my bad. I'm just sitting here reading and forgetting
Yeah, I
I'm
was only
forgetting
gone
I
for a
gotta
short period
moderate
of
the
time because
motherfucking backstage and shit. So
somebody
he
had called
says,
me and I
yeah,
was only gone for a short period of time. But I can tell you what Roy did, bro. Fuck what Roy saying in that publication. That nigga lying his motherfucking ass off. Let me tell you
okay,
what
go
this
ahead, go ahead,
motherfucker
go ahead,
did.
go ahead, go
This
ahead. Let me
motherfucker,
and let me solo you out too. Go ahead, Cook.
this motherfucker literally, he sat there. So this motherfucker ride with Crawford. I understand it. I don't give a fuck if you riding with Crawford, you riding with Spence. That's who you rooting for. That's what you want. But don't sit here and act like you wasn't sitting here telling Spence he need to fight somebody. He need to fight somebody. This motherfucker done fought the top welterweights and Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. He done fought Kell Brook to get his first title, and you sitting here telling this motherfucker he need to fight somebody at welterweight to prove that he's somebody. But at the same time, you saying you just want the best to fight the best. What the fuck is he doing right now? You gonna tell me that Manny Pacquiao ain't the best? You gonna tell me when Sean Porter had a belt, he wasn't one of the best? You saying he ain't fought nobody, but yet you saying that Terrence Crawford has proven himself, but he hasn't. I love Terrence Crawford, but he hasn't at welterweight, bro. He ain't fighting nobody at welterweight. It's the difference when you fight somebody at 135 and 140. That's the difference. It's not the same class. It's nobody at 135 or 140 that can come up to welterweight and beat none of these guys. Not one of them that Terrence Crawford beat. It ain't nothing nobody can tell me that no fucking Victor Postov is to come up here and whoop nobody. No, Urokas Gamboa is not for to come up here and beat nobody. No, Breeders Prescott got his ass whooped by my homeboy Darwin. Fucking terrible. He's not for to come up here and beat nobody. No fucking Burns either. Ricky Burns not for to beat no fucking body. So you can't tell me this motherfucker's fighting, that he's fighting better competition than Earl Spence. But that's what the fuck Roy Jones had to fucking say, is that Terrence Crawford is fighting better competition. No, the fuck he not. He fighting ESPN roster, people on their roster. Just like Earl said, Earl is not in the way of this fucking fight. Earl actually tried to make the fight. And Earl also said after this fight, he gonna go to make the fight. So how is it Earl is in the way of this fight? You need to go check your sources, pimp. I love Roy Jones as a fighter. I can't stand him outside the ring, bro. I do not like that motherfucker outside the ring. He's one of the biggest hypocrites in boxing. I can't stand that bullshit.
That's what's up. You know what I mean? Thank you for that, breaking that down for us. Act, you have anything to add on to that? Roy Jones statements against Errol Spence. Act Reacher, you there?
Sorry, boss. What was the question?
You got anything else to add on Stay Ready sentiments on Roy Jones regarding Errol Spence?
Nah, not really. I don't really care to talk about Roy, man. Forget Roy. He ain't important. He
Indeed.
need to stay his ass over there, Eastern European, and train them amateurs over there. Tired of him.
Yeah, continue to do your work with motherfucking Chris Eubank Jr. and Yeah,
Yeah.
give him more tips. You know what I mean, and close your mouth a little bit more.
Worry about him fighting Boo Boo, possibly. Worry about that.
I hear that. Adrian Granados, confident. He says, "I will stop Conor Ben." I like this fight. Now, this fight is going down in Eddie Hearn's garden. The Eddie Hearn, the Hearn plantation will be back for a second season. Matchroom fight camp. And we got Conor Ben and Adrian Granados fighting. Now, this is a decent fight. Um, am I wrong by saying Adrian Granados might be a bit past his prime, and that this might be the perfect opportunity for Conor Ben to get a stoppage and make him look bigger than he actually is? Am I wrong?
Wait, they fighting in Candyland again?
Yep. The
Oh
Hearn
shit.
the Hearn plantation is Bizak. You know what I mean? For fight camp. You know what I mean? The fireworks will be popping in Brentwood, Essex, UK. Yes, I'm good with geography. I know where it's at. You know what I mean? And yeah, Adrian Granados and Conor Ben. How you see this fight, Ak Reacher?
Man, first of all, Eddie Hearn need to stop his nonsense, showing off his crib. You know what I'm saying? The chimney, a damn castle, damn near. That's how you know it's a plantation. But anyway, um, I do like the Conor Ben, and I do like the Adrian Granados fight. I definitely favor Conor Ben in this fight because he got more upside right now in his last couple recent fight. Even though Adrian Granados got a better resume, but sometimes I feel like when you got a better resume than a person, I like to see you having a win against a lot of the dudes that you get in experience. You know, you adding on your experience to. You know, I don't think that it's a good thing that you lose it, even though you got the experience, but you constantly losing. You know, you got to beat a few of them big names. I remember Granados beat like a Miri Mom. I remember Miri Mom in the amateurs and all of that, and always thought he was going, you know, and then Adrian Granados came and bumped him off. So Adrian Granados can do it. It's just, you know, he been on the wrong side of a few decisions, and then he got stopped. I believe he got stopped by Danny, right? It was a while ago. Did he get stopped?
He did. He got spectacularly stopped. Ain't nobody done that to Granados.
That's
Yeah, I
what I
mean, that
mean.
was a serious stoppage by Danny.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'm a favor Conor Ben in this one. I think that it's a nice matchup for Conor Ben. A nice person to have on his resume. But I really do like Adrian Granados. He's mad cool. You know, a real like dope fighter. Like he's easy to talk to and get along with. Always on the wrong side of a decision or a draw. He got to find a way to where he could have more of a gap separation in his fights because he's one of them type of fighters where his fights is always close. He's like who am I thinking about right now, Oddfella? He's like a Badu Jack.
Mm. Stay ready. What you think about this Granados Conor Ben fight? Do you think Granados has a chance of stopping Conor Ben? Conor Ben
No,
had on the ground a couple times against a French journeyman by the name of Cedric Paynoid. And I mean, so he has shown some chin deficiencies. What's
Adrian,
your take? What's your take?
Adrian Granado's getting beat, and that's my boy. Uh, Somebody actually supposed to interview a couple of times, but you know that's a whole nother story. But I just don't think he got it no more. I think he done lost it. I think the Danny fight really took something out of him. If you saw the last fight of Adrian Granados, it wasn't even entertaining. He lost that one too. But yeah, I think he loses the Conor.
Wait, who did he fight after Danny?
He just had a fight like 2 months ago.
For real?
Yeah.
You got to send me a couple things, man. You ain't send me what you supposed to send me last night about Homeboy from my area.
Oh man, I did send it. I sent it in a group. You don't be on Instagram, champ.
I was in Instagram. I checked the thing.
Oh, I felt it. Did I send it?
Yeah, you sent it. Yeah, go back in the group and check it. It's
All
there.
right, all right.
I know I sent it. Yeah. You got to check the receipts, champ. You got to check the receipts. But yeah, I send it to you, bro. Yeah, I don't like to talk about my people losing, but I'm telling you, I don't think he's gonna win. It's he out of there.
Indeed.
You know, that's like the first time I heard you pick against somebody that you like actually like cool with. I don't remember another time where you did that before. That might be a first, Mac, that I remember.
That is a
Well, going to UK. This is yeah. I mean, the
yeah.
stakes are against them.
And
The odds are the odds are against them.
sometimes you got to be honest with yourself. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And
Let
if we was picking for this for hey, I need because I'm out of town and I sent all y'all that Excel sheet. I need y'all to fill out the Excel sheet so we can have these fights down for everybody and everybody picks. Tell everybody in the group to pick their picks.
true. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I'm gonna
Because
do
this
that.
is
I'm
the
gonna do
first
that.
week of that. Because I wanted to start it before the Wilder to get us all, in it and have everything by the Wilder fight and by the Spence fight. So y'all make sure Supreme Beast, KG, 503, everybody, that's on this Excel sheet. And I got miscellaneous at the bottom that's for the chat. But to participate. So I need y'all to fill it out for me. I'll be back in town tomorrow.
Indeed. Usual suspects. Y'all heard it from Stay. You know what I mean? We got to get those Excel that Excel sheet filled out. You know what I mean? Get our picks properly done and whatnot.
Who'd you pick in the co-main, Mac? You picked the Dominican or homeboy?
Rivera.
Oh, you picked Rivera. Oh, okay.
Moving on to some more headlines. Um, Mike Costello discusses the move to the zone. I'm hearing the zone got a new commentating team. Um, I'm hearing a lot of somewhat outrage from the UK side that they don't like the commentating team that Eddie Hearn's come up with. I am kind of intrigued with the one sister that's been added to the team. Let me see if I could get her up on here real quick, and you can tell me what y'all think. You know what I mean? Because I'm halfway interested in seeing what she got to say. I mean, but maybe that's just my thirsty self talking. You know what I mean? But here's the new here's the new team as you see over in the left picture. We see some I guess somewhat UK familiar faces with Darren Barker and I forget what this guy Chris Lloyd. We seen him on the work from Matchroom before. Laura Woods, I'm not too familiar with her. And of course in the center, you know what I mean, the centerpiece, Maya Jama, is has been added as a commentator or a presenter. We got Tony Bellew. I'm not really too keen on his commentating. I can't even really understand some of his accent is very thick sometimes. Like I can't even understand what he's saying. And these two guys, Mike Costello, I'm not familiar with him. I guess he has like accolades in the UK working for BBC. And Andy Lee, we all former boxer Andy Lee, who is now currently training is he training Billy Joe Saunders or who is he training? No, he's training Joseph Parker right now. You know what I mean? So between training Parker, now he has a job, official job on the zone, commentating. He's one of the ones that I'm hearing good feedback about, positive feedback about his addition to the team. But everybody else is kind of like I'm hearing bad things about. Um, Danny, of y'all have any takes on the new DAZN commentating team that was supposed to have Hall of Fame Hall of Famers on the panel and whatnot. Was hoping to see more former boxers other than Tony Bellew, but this is what Matchroom and DAZN have come up with for the global broadcast. What's y'all take on that? Jab Jamboree, I'll start with you.
My fault, bro. I was reading the thing. I just got done. What was you saying? What was the question? I'm sorry.
If you had to take on the zone's new commentating team, um, they're getting a lot of flack in the UK for not having any Hall of Fame boxers on the team. Pretty much.
Okay, this is who they got.
Yeah, this is who they got. This is the new global team. You see the centerpiece, Maya Jama, looking fine. You know what I mean? I'll give them that, but I
So
don't know her.
Chris
I
is
don't
no.
really know her boxing knowledge. All you got is Tony Bellew and Andy
Okay.
Lee and Mike Costello. Don't know much about them, but the UK, a lot of the man them in the
Also,
UK
this is the
aren't
UK.
aren't feeling them. No, this is the global DAZN commentating crew. So whether you're in the States, Canada, or in Germany, this is the people you're gonna be seeing commentating the fights.
So no more Chris Maddock or Sergio Mora no more.
You'll see them with regards to probably Golden Boy promotion fights and
Oh,
off and on. But for Matchroom, this is what they're going with because we know that Matchroom is officially gone from Sky Sports. So all their fights are now exclusively on the zone. So this is the 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 team that Eddie Hearn has compiled. What's your take on that?
I ain't gonna front. Eddie Hearn, man. Listen, man. Stop selling us a car that don't work. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. Like, look at. I don't even like it, man. You got Tony Bellew who's gonna be biased. I already don't like it just because of two people, Tony Bellew and Jim Lampley.
That ain't Lampley. That's Mike Costello. They definitely do
Oh
look
shit.
alike, and I
Oh
think they.
shit.
I think this guy might be the UK version of Jim Lampley. The way it sounds like the man them are talking over there. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my
So
god. Damn, man. I thought that was Lampley. I thought, fuck. Thought the ghost from Christmas Past came through. All right. But still, man, like, man, I can't stand the UK dudes with their rhetoric, man. When a UK fighter fights, they can't do no wrong. Man, I don't know, man. I guess I gotta hear them. I guess everybody is innocent till proven guilty. I guess I'll see what they working with, and I'll be able to better assess it. But I don't really like it. I hate when Tony Bellew fucking talk. Tony Bellew is so fucking biased. Like, oh man, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying he ain't got no boxing knowledge or nothing. You know what I mean? I know that's actually one fighter that Eddie Hearn had that he actually was really cool with.
mhm.
So I could see why he put his mans on, but I ain't gonna. I don't care for it. I don't really care about it.
Stay ready. What do you think about this new commentating team for the zone? New
I
additions,
got a
Maya
question.
Jama. You got Tony Bellew and the addition of Mike Costello and Andy Lee. What's your thoughts?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is this a family show?
No.
Okay, fuck God. Fuck the fuck Max Rose. Man, nobody get a fuck about. I don't even like Tony Bellew, bitch ass. Tony Bellew a hoe out here. That motherfucker been sucking Eddie Hearn dick since day one. Why the fuck you think this motherfucker still getting fights and he was getting beat the fuck up? The only person he fucking beat was what's Derrick's old manager name? I can't even think of his bitch ass name.
David Hay.
David
The
Hayes.
great David Hay.
That bitch ain't great. He got knocked out 4 times by that Tony Bellew. He never beat him. That's the only person Tony Bellew was really actually beating. Nobody give a fuck about no.
Mac, it was twice. I thought it was twice. Thought he got knocked out twice. He said that bitch got knocked out 4 times.
He got knocked out 87 times by this nigga. The only thing I like about Matchroom is the bitch in the middle. Fuck all the rest of that bullshit. My nigga, think about this. You went worldwide Literally, worldwide with a whole English team. Like everybody want to hear that fucking English accent. There's no American on that bitch.
Nah,
Not
not
one.
not one.
There's no Canadian on that bitch.
Nope, not one. Not even Moro or Anello,
It's not a
whatever
It's
his
not
name
a Mexican. It's not one Latino, Hispanic on that bitch. Like, come on, man, y'all be fucking serious. I don't want to see that bullshit. I don't want to hear that bullshit. They gotta keep that shit together over there with Scott. This ain't Scott Sports, my nigga. That's why the zone ain't gonna make it. You're not appeasing to everybody.
Mm,
The fuck out of here with that bullshit.
that's what's up. You know what I mean? Well, from the UK to the North Americas, Eddie Hearn, we ain't feeling that commentating team. Other than Maya Jama. You know what I mean? That centerpiece you got in the front there. You know what I mean? Uh I'll give you that, but everybody else except for Andy Lee, I think you need to work on something better. But let's continue. Let us continue with the. Hold on, let me remove that and continue with this headline perusing because we're getting down to the bottom here, and I'm seeing a lot of Fury. I'm seeing a lot of Fury articles now popping up, and this is one of the reasons why I kind of believe that boxing scene needs to be put on indictment for not covering the whole story. You know what I mean? They're somewhat one sided. Once again, if we see here, we have Fury. Wilder has not moved on from the loss, but I won't underestimate him. Scroll down, we have another Fury article. Wilder was uncomfortable, jittery during the face-off. Trainer rescued him. You know what I mean? So more propaganda that they're putting out without no articles from the Wilder team. You know what I mean? So it seems to be very one-sided with regards to how they're covering boxing. In my opinion, yo, that 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 that's rules or that's making for an indictment. See a lot of Colbert articles. We have Blair Cobb, tired of seeing old fighters in YouTubes, up to next mega, up to the next mega superstars to shut all that shit down. We got Castano, Roy Jones again, but where is well, there's no articles about Wilder in response to what's going on with Fury. It's all one sided. Once again, boxing scene needs to be indicted. We got K underscore in the building.
But with
Salute
it.
my guy KG. You know what I mean? How you doing? Tell the people where they can follow you at and what you got on the go right now.
Oh no, that's not my damn intro. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, War Report? You know, what I'm saying, fella, you know, what I'm saying, jab, Barriga boy, act, and stay ready. You know, what I'm
Nigga,
saying,
you
what's
a
going on
damn
with y'all,
fool, my
fellas?
nigga. I swear to God, I was away from my phone. God damn.
Yo, he had me crying, bro. He had me.
Wait.
I was gonna get that bitch one day. Uh, Shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm K underscore. You know what I'm saying? One half of Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Shit, all platforms. K underscore. Except there Facebook. I ain't giving y'all that. Y'all weirdos ain't following me on there. Um, um, but shit, what's going on with y'all fellas, man? I've been listening to y'all cook. You know what I'm saying? I've been debating on going out to a restaurant to eat or ordering food. So I said, let me order food and then jump on with y'all guys. So I ate a little bit. So I got my bearings. So what's up?
That's what's up. Well, first off, KG, we need your picks for tonight's fights and whatnot. We need your picks for a Lil B Hop against King Tug, as well as the
Hmm.
undercard, Michelle Rivera and John Fernandez. Uh, that undercard's at, I believe, at the 140, 135 limit, lightweight limit. Michelle Rivera's 20-0, maybe what, 13, 14 KOs.
Hmm.
Very talented up and coming prospect. And you got John Fernandez. Don't know much about him. He's a Spanish lightweight boxer, 21-1, 18 KOs. Got a nice knockout ratio, but against Spanish European cans out there. You know what I mean? Sardine cans. Um, but he does have one loss against Oshaki Foster, who he got washed against 8 rounds to 2 in a fight in 2018. What's your pick with regards to Michelle Rivera and John Fernandez?
Shit, Oshaki might have damn shocked his ass. So I'm going with the first guy that you named. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know either one of those cats, but I'm going with the what you said 20-0 with 13 knockouts.
Something like that, yeah. 20-0,
Yeah, well, yeah,
definitely, yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm gonna rock with him. And
Yeah,
then as
Michelle
far as
Rivera.
yeah, as far as Chris Colbert, I had already made my decision. You know what I'm saying? I think I was on Smoke City or I was on somebody's damn chat, and I had already made that decision before this midweek statements and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I'm still riding with Colbert when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, inside the ring. And I got him stopping Tug. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Wow,
know what
okay.
round. Yeah, I got yeah, but it's gonna be it's gonna be past 7 when he stops him. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed, indeed. We'll definitely be looking out for that. I mean,
Hmm.
once again, I think the telecast might start at 9 o'clock on Showtime. I mean, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Showtime. They will be starting the broadcast with the replay of Tank Davis against Mario's Barrios, so we can take a look at that fight and see how Tank Davis was getting washed for the first 5 rounds of that fight, and then niggas like Kano can come back and tell me, yeah, he's eating Taylor like with ease and shit. Like, nah, it's not going down like that. But um, last question to you, KG. Speaking of which, what did you think about Josh Taylor and Tank Davis if they were to get it on? How do you see that fight going down? And how do you see uh, Tank Davis in regards of the pound for pound rankings? Is he a top guy, or is he legitimately like a lower top 10 guy?
Based on his fighting style, yes, he's in pound for pound. But I want to see him fight again at 40 to see what this whole Josh Taylor talk is really about. Because last time I checked, you know what I'm saying, this man is, you know what I'm saying, undisputed. And that's a lot of people say they're not riding on accolades or whatever. I don't know what other fucking accolade I'm going to ride on, but that one, because it's almost like rare. It's a rare, uncommon card that you will find. You know what I'm saying? Like the Pokemon kids that be stumbling across cards. Uh,
Hmm.
Achievements on video games. That shit is rare. You see that shit. You see common damn. You know what I'm saying? Accolades that almost anybody in boxing can get. Then you got the rare ones. Then you got the epic ones. Undisputed, because you know what I'm saying, it's pretty much, it's almost, you know what I'm saying, it falls into that epic category because not everybody's able to do that shit. And I'm not blaming it all on the fighters. It's, you know what I'm saying, the promoters not setting up fights when they supposed to set up fights and putting champions against champions and the best fighting the best. But that's something that you can't overlook. So that's something that's heavy. That might even take the daggone legs off the damn floor when it calls to what is being brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? That shit tilts a little bit with that kind of weight. So I want to see Tank again, you know what I'm saying, at 40 fighting somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I guess we could, you know what I'm saying, rank, you know what I'm saying, top tier at 40 because we know how deep 40 is. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So let me see that and then let's revisit the whole Josh Taylor talk. You know what I'm saying? But as of now, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I think that shit is a little premature. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got Tank up there and you know what I'm saying, as pound for pound, but based on how his style translates over. Because a lot of guys can't do that shit. I can see a heavyweight version of Tank doing that and being able to damn, you know what I'm saying, lose rounds and still be able to stick you with punches. Because y'all hear me talk about punches a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whether they crack, they thud, or if you just ain't got nothing in your hands. Tanks almost translates to them that the 80s damn epidemic in football when receivers was getting accused for wearing stickum on their gloves. Tank's punches stick to his opponents, and that carries over. Red had said something, and he probably would never say it out loud. And he probably will. But I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna steal it because we said it along on the trip. To me, you know what I'm saying? Tank is the black version of Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like the way his fight style, like when you say Canelo's in anybody's pound for pound based on style, you have to say Tank in the same breath because they almost fight the same to me.
Mm,
Tank Tank is just more explosive with his fast twitchy muscles. You know what I'm saying? They resemble, you know what I'm saying, the same fighter to me. Tank don't go to the body, you know what I'm saying, like dominantly like damn Canelo would, but when he does, it's the same dang go transition of punches. So I could see him being that based on the style, but based on what everybody's trying to say he did because he climbed the ladder and fought Barrios at 40. No, I'm not riding with that.
indeed. Love the assessment, KG. Love the assessment. We've been on here for about an hour and a half, so we're gonna kind of wind it down and wrap it up. Um, Last segment I want to kind of get into. Um,
I was literally just for to tell you I gotta get off because I'm about to go pick up some stuff for my pop. But I appreciate you sending that link though, and I got a chance to get on here with you. But yeah, I got to jump off because I got to do make some moves and things. But man, if anybody go live later on the scene, and let me know. I might be able to jump on and watch the fight if I watch it.
Indeed, indeed. Well, once again, salute for passing through the war room. You know what I mean? Stay ready, Boston TV. Make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube as well as IG. You know what I mean? Give them your last words.
Man, y'all make sure y'all come tap in. I'm gonna have something special. Episode 100 is this Monday, so y'all come through and fuck with your boy. Peace.
That's what's up. Stay ready, Boston TV. Live inside the war room. You know what I mean? Salute to him for passing through. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Go over here to his platform and check out all the dope interviews of up and coming boxers and whatnot, and established boxers as well. You know what I mean? But just to wrap up this last segment, I wanted to get into um fighters of yesteryear, so to speak. Um, some of our favorite fighters that we might not get a chance to speak of. You know what I mean? That aren't active anymore. I was earlier this morning. I just realized I was watching this fighter, this Russian fighter named Gregory Droz. Gregory Droz, Drozd. Gregory Droids, and he was like a undefeated cruiserweight that I don't think the North American public got a chance to see. But this guy had all kind of skills. You know what I mean? He didn't fight like a typical Eastern European Russian block type of stand up come forward fighter. He had head movement. He had angles, foot movement, everything. And looking at him fight, this was like probably like 10 years back. He might have, I think he got himself into some type of injury or something like that where he was forced to retire. Um, but looking at his style, it has me thinking that Alexander Usyk totally jacked this guy's style from him. You know what I mean? Because this is the original. Looking at Gregory Droids, you're looking at the original Alexander Usyk. You know what I mean? But I think Droids probably has more punching power by 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 looking at his record and the amount of KOs he had against legitimate opposition at cruiserweight. You know what I mean? But that's a fighter that I just wanted to just to highlight, you know what I mean, somebody from the yesteryear that never really got talked about, but yo, he's a joy to watch, you know what I mean? And I really do believe me and L Dub were kind of conversating in the DMs, like, yo, this nigga took his style, or Usyk took his style, you know what I mean, from this guy Gregory Joyce. Gregory Joyce is that nice. KG, is there a fighter that on the top of your mind that, you know what I mean, that you've looked at and is like it doesn't really get much fanfare or whatever, but somebody that you might think that might be should get a little bit more talking points about, a little bit more notoriety, a little bit more flowers? Who are one of those fighters on your mind that you could share with us?
Damn, man, that was a long, drawn out damn stanza and damn question that I really can't really damn tag to unless I'm looking at family. And I would speak to, you know what I'm saying, to my guy Carlos Jackson because he is a dog in the ring. Um, and I can understand why he's avoided because he's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere between 122 and 126. Um, he's pretty much out, damn, anytime there's a fight, damn, in the Atlanta area, he's showing up, damn, saying, hey, I need to talk to whoever they're going to get me in the ring. And his last damn fight was in Buckhead, Atlanta, and at the Buckhead Fight Club. And the fight before that was on ESPN with Top Rank. And since then, Top Rank has pretty much damn, their matchmakers can't seem to find a fight for him. So now he's them extended his resources out, maybe
Hmm.
to PBC, and maybe seeing if he can them, you know what I'm saying, get something lined up with that. So he's kind of being overlooked. He's 17-1 with 14 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? So I know them the 122 and 126 divisions is highly overlooked, you know what I'm saying, because they are small guys. Not a lot of fanfare there. But you know what I'm saying? I think the light needs to be shined on my guy. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because his style translate over if he was a bigger guy also. He has that, you know what I'm saying, almost that Roberto Duran, Mike Tyson-ish, you know what I'm saying, dog
Yeah.
style to him.
Yes, he says that's who he masters the style I offer anyway.
Yeah.
And that was kind of
So,
surprising to me when he said, yeah, Roberto Duran.
hmm yep. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? That's like even in your hip hop, you know what I'm saying, era, even, you know what I'm saying, music in general, we got a lot of diamonds in the rough, like, you know what I'm saying, like the kid you had the listening party with. I'm bad with names, you know what I'm saying? But the listening party that you had, these guys, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people that go unnoticed, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I'm saying, platforms like this is necessary so we can actually put guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Try to interview certain people to let, you know what I'm saying, let people know that, hey, there are people out here. Everybody ain't gonna be Beyonce, Rihanna, or, you know what I'm saying, Trey Songs or anything of that nature. It's the guy that's next to him that you probably didn't get a chance to hear. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? It's that's what it damn spins down to. It's a lot of people, a lot of diamonds in the rough out here that people is damn stepping over, stepping around, and they're gonna just damn not even acknowledging that are diamonds. You know what I'm saying? So, um, if anybody else comes to mind as we keep talking about this, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kick them out there too.
Indeed. No, that was a good one. You know what I mean? Carlos
Hmm.
Dynamite Jackson. Everybody in the chat, make sure y'all get familiar with Carlos Jackson. He's definitely a active fighter on the precipice of a championship. You know what I mean? He just needs more light to be shined on definitely on his situation. Once again, KG was saying he was in the bubble with with ESPN, the Top Rank, and he's currently trying to get something solidified with the PBC. So yeah, be on the lookout once again for 17-1 Carlos Jackson, a frequent guest on Bullshitting on the Beltway, part of the family, the Supreme Beast Boxing Talk family and whatnot. So yeah, go check the archives and check out Carlos Jackson's candidness live on camera and whatnot. And yeah, we'll end it off like that. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, Affector Audio, the Troll Killer, Mr. Shelton is in the building, you know what I mean? Salute. Michael James 616, the Queen Tay Tay Brown, the Queen Shade Girl 85, uh, Mark Wendelich, my brother from Utah, Jamaican Chalice, I Am Ill Will, salute to I Am Ill Will, you know what I mean? Trill Will for doing the LDBC mixtape review yesterday on his platform. You know what I mean? Uh, Big up yourself for the, you know what I mean? I like the way he was dropping the sound effects, the horns and whatnot. It felt like almost a nigga got some sound clash. He got some sound clash in him or something like that. So big up I Mill Will for doing that. The LDBC mixtape part 2. Make sure you go check on his platform. Play some dope music after that as well. You know what I mean? Some dope independent. I think the IML Will's wife got a dope catalog and whatnot. We might have to put something together and do a TWR listening session for IML Will's wife, because yeah, she sounded like she got fires. You know what I mean? Fires up in that lab over there in the Carolinas. So salute IML Will, Troll Killer, Mr. Shelton, and the man them, you know what I mean, G5, Gabe, and whatnot. Y'all know what it is. But once again, salute to the usual suspects. It's a usual suspect ting. This was the Wake and Bake part 2. You know what I mean? Hopefully next week, next Saturday morning or one morning, we're gonna get that part 3, that Wake and Bake part 3, and get that popping. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, get your most hater Oddfella. Salute to the whole LDBC. And I'm Gizon. Hold up, we gonna end off with some dope music. You know what I mean? Salute to Mark Nash. You know what I mean? If y'all ain't acquainted with his his latest album, Every Day I Try Harder. You know what I mean? Every Day I Try Harder. Y'all need to get acquainted with that and get familiar with it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play one cut off of his latest album, Every Day I Try Harder. And that shit's called Nash County. I call this the verse of 2021. Let's Gizzo.
Nash. Soon as the beat dropped, I pop in. I'm not a rapper selling keys, but I'm so locked in. Mark Nash, remember me? Niggas not my friends, but by the end of this, I might be up in your top 10. Greatest of all, we all ball, but I got wins. I was in sessions with legends, still got those stems. When I was sitting in their presence, I was thankful for the lessons. Every day above ground or not in jail is a blessing, especially if you black. You know these cops be acting reckless because his whole pension is a pendant on my necklace. His truck is my rolling ring, his house is my wrist, with a Black Lives Matter t-shirt that get him sick. That's the reason why we lynch, that's the reason why we piss, that's the reason why I'm in this bitch like I don't give a shit. Burn it all, watch the cabal fall and we rebuild it quick. Broad day, get you lit, so how Kennedy got hit? You know the government be stashing files. I mean the president was murdered broad day in the parade. Why is it classified? The Vietnam War started over the Gulf of Tonkin, and we found out years later it was a bunch of lies. My father survived and he came home, met Edith Cooper, voila, star was born. Mark Jones in Nash County, hospital Nash General, school was Nash Central. Man, that name is so mental. I tell the youngers always don't follow my moves, just follow the rules. I move so crazy, life is hectic, so don't be surprised when I'm protesting, still protecting my jewels. Cause you can steal elections in America, yeah, that's legal too. Texas, look at how they lead you. Kill Malcolm, kill Martin, then they tell you to be peaceful.
Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, get your most hater Oddfella, and it's a usual suspect team. Subscribe to the Jab Jamboree at Reacher 45. Subscribe to Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. My guy Cadillac Red and K _ aka KG. Make sure y'all subscribe to Stay Ready Boxing TV, bringing you that ringside views. And of course, subscribe to myself, The War Report on YouTube, bringing you them rap ciphers every Sunday. And of course, 503 Lion, aka Mr. Smoke City Mobcast. Subscribe, get a dig. Early morning hunt, late night hunt, it's going down. Y'all know what it is. It's a usual suspect team.